then I might have to pump him right here. I might only have that much space. So Dennis is gonna start on top of this lockdown. He's got the underhook on the strong side there. And let me be honest with you, I didn't want to be here. Like, go ahead and get your grips in, put your weight down. I didn't really want to be here flattened out like this, but that's what happened. I would have much preferred if we were out here in a Z, or maybe if I had a butterfly hook in and I was playing. So even just getting my feet out of here and keeping him at distance a little bit. But he smashed me. He started passing my guard and I got flattened out, and he put that shoulder on the ground. As that happens, rewind just a bit, and you're making it to that. As I feel my guard fall apart, and I know I'm gonna end up on my back here, as he starts to make that pressure, I take the outside foot and I drag over to his ankle like that. And now I open it up to the outside of the room just a little bit. That gives me the space to slip this one and go underneath, and I've got the lockdown. So watch that movement. That happens in this little transition right here. As he starts to beat me and win that inside space, I know I'm gonna end up on my back. Go ahead and get me flat. I know I'm gonna end up on my back, but I lace that thing up. And now I'm already bringing my knees up and causing his weight to sit this way. See how he had to base to keep himself from falling over? That gives me the space that I need to get my underhook back. Okay, so that's our first play right there. You could be playing in here. You could be playing really any of these positions, but as he starts to win the space and put you to your back right here, you know it's too late. He's already beat you. Take him this way, from the outside foot over to the ankle. Open him, catch him, and then first move is not stretch him out. Look what happens if I stretch him out. It pulls his weight down here and he's smashing on me. My first move is to bump him above me and turn this side, and that's what makes me get that underhook back. So as soon as you lace this thing up, I go open, open, bump this way. Look how deep I get into this position. Tied up the bicep, I've got the underhook on the other side, I'm ready for some offense. So one more time, let's just everybody do it off the Z. He starts to press in and starts to flatten me, I open him, bump him, and take my spot. Does everybody understand what we're doing? I'm not gonna, the better he is, the less space he's gonna offer me. Right, so that's not a ton right there. I can't try to circle through right here. Either he's gonna put his weight down, but even easier than that, you just pummel right back through as I start to just move your hand here. You'll be able to pummel right back through. And if he's really borne down, like I was late on the movement, keep that space tight. Try not to give it. Gotcha. Open as little space as possible. Then I might have to pump him right here. I might only have that much space. You see, I'm sucking in there with my elbow. I'm not trying to dig my hand through. He's gonna beat me right there. I'm just making a small movement down to here, okay? So I don't want to see the top guy just open up a giant base for no reason, right? I need my movements to be correct and good so that he wants to open that space as little as possible, but still stay on top, right? Now I've got the spot. I'm catching that hand with a little gooseneck grip right there. Framing him with my humerus instead of trying to stop him with my hand. I got this whole thing to block him with instead of just trying to catch him right here. There's not enough space for this, and it doesn't work as well. This is easier, and it's much harder for you to make an error this way. The elbow's still tight to the body. Ready, 1, 2, 3. You're making with your knees, so without a partner, you bump, and then you stretch a little bit. And then you bump back until your hips come off the ground, and then you stretch this way, all the way over to your shoulder. And back, and extend. This is called a dip set. That's what we call it. I don't know what it's actually called. We call it a dip set. So by yourself, this is the motion I want us to do. Ready, go. All the way to your shoulder each time. This time my partner is we're gonna have the lockdown, but he's gonna put both hands on the ground like a push-up. Do it kind of up here so that you don't hit your elbows. Gotcha. All right, I want you to do this without your hands. I want you to go knees up, extend, and watch how Dennis walks on his hands. He doesn't fall over. Knees up, extend, knees up, extend. And look how Dennis and I are working together here with this. And now imagine the power of this. Once you get your hands involved, you're gonna be able to throw them around the room once you get the hang of it. All right, partner up. Let's run this dip set. I'll call it for you. At least 2 minutes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So now we're gonna use that exact thing that you just did, the exact same motion that you just did, but you're gonna have your hands involved. So he's gonna be buried down on this underhook right here, and I'm gonna dip set. I'm gonna go bump, stretch, take that inside space. Now my back hand goes in my back pocket, right back here, and I'm gonna bump him again. And I'm gonna end up over here on this side. And then I'm gonna bump him again. And I end up over here on this side. And now I'm ready to sweep. So I'm gonna bump, underhook, back pocket, bump, underhook now is there for free, bump, and watch the stretch right here. And it sets his hamstring right there on my shoulder. I don't want this. You guys are gonna do this the first 100 times. But if you just listen to me, don't do it this way. Like keep resistance on it, like pull your leg back, don't bring it forward. Dude, this is impossible. There's no way I can move. Keep it strong, keep it strong. There's no way, dude. I try to take him to the other side. It's so hard to do. But if I just play this thing, keep the resistance on it. There's no way you can stop
I can't stop that.
There's no way you can stop it. I'm using my whole spine to move him. Right here. Okay. Let me give you a tip here as the top guy. Oh man, you knocked my weight off. So, first bump and take the underhook on that side. Nope, no. Bump and take the, yes. Yeah. Take the underhook. Bump. Just give me that. Right there. That's all I need. Right there. Back pocket. And he's in business. As he starts to take me now to the other side, bump again, good. And stretch. This is good. Listen, man, you can get hurt right here if you're the top guy. So don't screw around and be like, oh, there's a little pressure, but I feel fine. No, hey, I'm gonna solve it for you. You ready? Watch. Watch how I make the pain go away. And he comes up on top. I'm like, thank God, that's over. Do not screw around and get your knee blown out right there. I've seen more people get hurt on a lockdown and resisting an electric chair type position than any heel hooks or anything like that. So you have to treat it very seriously as the defender. It's not a position to be stubborn in. It's a position to go, you got me. Tell you what though, what if I fall down? How you respond to that? Concede the sweep if you start feeling like you're in trouble. If you're not in trouble, do your thing. But if you're starting to go, hey man, I don't know about, over you go. Trust me, you'll thank me in the long run, especially if you're not like a competitor type. Competitor, y'all are crazy, do what you want to do. Everybody else is just here to learn and have a good time like me. You got me. Got me with the old electric chair, did you? Fell over. Everybody got it? All right, so I want you to go back in now. We're gonna pump that dip set all the way through. He's got, I got the underhook. He bumps, makes me check my base. Elbow comes through. Inside space, back pocket. He bumps again. Switches sides. Now he's got an underhook, nice and deep underhook right there. And now he bumps again. And I try to base up and stretch me there a little bit. Okay, yeah, you're the king. You can get a submission out of him if you really want to push for it, but I pretty much never do, especially with my training partners. I don't want to pull the string too tight right there and pop somebody's knee. So for me, generally speaking, I just get the switch. I'd rather be on top anyways, you know, but sometimes the sub will be there. Where did young Dennis go?
I'm right behind you.
Dennis, come to me.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's go over some passes that we're gonna do at the end here. So I get him bump and I turn. I get to the inside and I bump again. I bring him this way And then I bump again. And I start stretching the arm up. This is super crucial to being really good at this. Not only is this setting you up to sweep more effectively, but it's also setting you up to pass more effectively. If you can just have this and keep this position now. If I see that he's on his hands right here, that's when I might try my submission. Or at least try to break him down to his elbow with this. If I notice he's on his elbow, I keep this up high and I get up to my elbow. And now I'm looking, okay, whose hair is that? Oh, no, that ain't yours.
Never know in here.
Man, gnarly. Too many girls train here. All right, we're going up to our elbow and then I'm pointing this way over the top and I'm gonna just follow my finger as I build up base and I keep the pressure behind his knee. I keep the lock down. And now I got choices. If he shells up like this, then I take my knees away and I stretch and I turn and I pick off the leg right there. And now I got a whole lot of options as far as passing goes, and you even got some cool toe hold options there if you're so inclined. It's not super high percentage, but you can definitely hit it because he can't run. I'm probably just gonna end up passing this way in this case. But if you get up here to the top of this, lock it up there, there we go. If you get up here to the top of this and he flattens out and starts trying to push on you, that's when you can work into some of these kind of positions here, where I'm trying to get under his arm and tie him up. And now I can walk back to the center, pass my inside leg first, move his knee out of the way, and then try to scoop up his elbow in that same motion. All right, so you're gonna keep this all the way through the sweep. When you see that he hits his elbow or shoulder, you're gonna build up to your elbow. You're gonna keep this turn, look, not this. I'm turned over like this. I'm shelving his hamstring right here. So I don't have to do any of the work, my spine does the work. I don't have to hold him anymore. And now I'm free to move. He has to go wherever my spine goes, so I start coming up this way. And once I've got him stretched out right here, he's still on the hamstring, his pressure will tell me. If he turns and shells up, then I let him off the hook. And if he wants to go that way, then I get down on him and I start to pass out the backside. One more time. Got him in position right here. I might try the sub if he's still on his hand. I might stretch him. Oh, he's down to his elbow. Raise your hand, just like this. Don't try to like force yourself up. Just raise your hand like you got a question, and then pull yourself up to your elbow right there. And then pull yourself up to your hand. And then follow exactly where you're pointing right here. And keep the pressure behind the knee. If he flattens out like this, I'm probably gonna try to get down and pass this way. Back to the inside. As I start to make this pressure, if he tries to turn and shell up, then I duck out, I catch him. I can find toe holds there, or I can just step into my leg drag passing from there as well.